Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here, back on my Invisiblehigh journey with Control, because I realized, after watching some YouTube video, that shouldn't be there. I thought I saw something. Actually, you know what, you can, well, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, crap. Okay, area. Okay, hold on. Alright. So, I can talk. I got it. I'm not that high. What? Oh, okay. Actually, that's my fault. I was doing my audio stuff, so I was using the explosions. Like, I had my TV turned all the way up, and I was shooting the ground with the rocket to, like, match my, thingy. My microphone. Microphone with this audio and with the game audio because I do it weird. I don't do like the 1 2 1 2 where you say it as you're moving it. I actually literally turn my TV all the way up because I'm fortunately with the HD capture. If you do analog, the audio still comes through the TV, which is what you have to do for PlayStation because of how the headphone stuff sets up. So if you plug it in, you don't get the audio from the TV, so it can't be HDMI and stuff like that. So I forgot. Something about the audio, blah blah blah. Didn't see that coming. Oh, I was using the rockets. Yeah. So that was why I died. But I already came in here.
The layer of dust on this place.
Oh wait.
Nobody swept here in years. Not even Ati. No way he'd stand for this.
Okay, never mind.
There's an elevator,
Oh.
which I'm sure is super safe. In a space in each terminal for an ID card. Which card goes where?
Okay. Am I correct? Okay, so all right. So I came back because we have some stuff to do. I don't know what's gonna happen with that freaking movie thing. I'll be honest. I might genuinely have to do that. Something about how the generators, but oh, that's why there's not a there's it's missing a letter. I wonder if that's on purpose or if that's an accident. Because I'm like something about that's off. It's generator. That is interesting. I wonder if that was on purpose. But don't know what's gonna happen with the movie thing. We'll see about that. But there's a lot of other stuff that I realized while I was editing, and also I went through some videos to figure out, I realized watching those videos, there's a bunch of stuff we have to do. So I had started up because I was going to come back here. I was watching another video and I was like, I don't think I've been down there. I was wrong. I already opened this door. But we also, I believe, found all of the things. I realized one of the little tags was like, one of my things that I have set up is that you, I don't know. What was I freaking saying? That totally threw me off. Surprising, right? Because I'm super high. What was that? Oh, that's interesting. Why is that not moving? I can't shoot in here. Which reminds me. So, saw the videos. Thought I didn't come here, but I also realized when I was editing, I never did the cat puzzle thing, which is in here, and it's in the collapsed apartment. There are other doors there that you can shoot open, and I realized that when I was editing, I was like, oh crap, that's super awesome. And I just forgot about the cat puzzle. It's in the trailer, like they show the cat, so it's kind of funny, and super weird. The other thing,
That's a lot of maps.
don't touch. The other thing that I realized, I'm like, I can hear it out there. All right, let's do this. It's weird that I can't shoot while I'm there. Ooh. Okay, I thought you're mine. Jeez. So I realized that one of the little features that I have, as far as the HUD being turned off, is that it has a marker that tells you all the key cards, and I assumed. I was trying to see if I could see the director in there. I had assumed, like a normal person, once you got all five, like most video games.
Physicist would probably have instruments or something.
I see.
Physics.
Oh, that's a good hint. Gotcha. Now I understand. That's a good puzzle. I like that. That's good. So that would be security chief. Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. That's cool. I like that. That could possibly be the physics. Oh, that's probably research. Head of research or research, depending on how you like to say it. But yeah, there was a marker that totally said wrong button. The button's literally in front of me. Ooh, caught me off
One of
guard.
the cards was for an excavation engineer. I wonder which console was theirs.
I guess she made that easy for me. Cartographer, that makes sense. And lead physicist. So yeah, the HUD. The HUD, I didn't have it on. I thought for sure she would have said something, especially considering this game, like the time when I was super duper high. Oh, incorrectamundo. Music is intense. Alright, so that's definitely a cartographer. Because a cartographer is for maps. Lots of maps, is why she said that. She literally was like, "You're a dumbass excavation guy." She straight up gave us that answer. Okay, this could be research. And I guess that, yeah. Because, well, I guess she did the same thing here. She was basically making it very obvious that that was the physicist. That's why she said it right there. I wonder if that was.
Now I just have to get on a rickety elevator that goes who knows how far down.
I wonder if that was totally random coincidence that I happened to be near the things. The basement. See? Finding all sorts of new stuff. I wonder if that was just random coincidence, because that also makes it way too obvious if it was just automatically like,
Still, this lab's way tinier than any of Darling's.
oh, this is cool. I like this segment. Why is that? Oh, okay. Oh no, these are elements. These are chunks from the other side. That's pretty cool. Huffing and puffing. I don't know if that's because I'm high or what, but I never noticed that she breathes. Whoops, wrong button. Here for sale. I love that those just have the name of it's just potato chips and trail mix. I love that. I can't blow through a table. Or can I? Oh, I can blow through a table. Sick. This music is so intense. I'm about to destroy everything in here. Awesome. I thought that happened. I'm like, wow. Blew out a whole chunk. That's physics for you. Blew out a chunk of the wall. I totally didn't even touch the glass here. And I think that was technically on the other side. Crazy. And these are still... these would not be... And this one's just pristine. No more. Alright. So back to what I was actually saying. I couldn't believe that, for one, that she didn't say anything when we actually got all 5 of the things. That blows my mind. Like, this game is like full of weird little stuff
Why
like
would they
that.
need such a heavy door down here?
Boss battle. Oh. Boss battle. Whoa, she has laser moves? Holy crap. I did not see that one coming. Oh. Freaking lasers. I have to be careful with this thing. I can't be holding on for it. Oh, these guys. Ooh. Ah, I knew it. Yeah, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. So I went through Resident Evil 3. Interesting time. Please check that one out. But yeah, I'm surprised she didn't say anything. That's really it. I'm just shocked that they didn't have a little bit of dialogue where it's like, oh, all right, I found all of them, because you would never know unless you went to check that area. And I think that's how I also realized that's where I needed to go after getting the cards, because I was like, I wonder if I have all the, like, I watched the, specifically, I watched the video because I was lost for so long. I was like, okay, I have all the cards. And then going back was how I realized, like, oh, I have to go there in order to, what if I just, like, casually walked into it? I was like, oh, I have to go there in order to use the cards once I get them. Because I didn't realize it was a mission. I thought it was genuinely like a little collector thing. And then you go back to uh, my second in command. I can't think of her name right now. Um, Technically, she's not, but I consider her to be second in command. That's my personal feelings on the matter. Everyone else is there, but she's my second in command. Like, she's the one who helps you from the beginning. You are second in command. That's how that goes. You find the hero, you're the second main character. So, I thought that's what that was. I thought it was genuinely just take the things back to her. So that really surprised me. I ruined myself because this is a good weapon to use against an enemy, and blowing up all the freaking chairs and stuff probably didn't help me. So I found out that the mission was like insanely important compared to what I was thinking, and then it was and so then after that it was like, oh, well, there's other stuff to do as well, because like I said when I was editing, I don't know if I'm gonna succeed here. Wow. Should have hit that button. My reflexes are super slow. I really need, like, Resident Evil in this, so different action wise. So I'm still in like slow mode and I'm high. So I'm like, I'm just having, I'm like super casual about everything because Resident Evil is really simple gameplay wise, and this is like you gotta jump and you gotta dash, even though you can dodge in Resident Evil now. Especially that epic cool dodge, and then you cut with the knife. I think I did it once, but I don't think I actually did it in an episode. So I'm gonna have to test that one out because that's so cool. But man, once again, is it weird that it doesn't? Man, I feel like I'm being a stickler on this. Like where the game loads up at, it feels so weird to me that it's so close. And maybe that's why I see this symbol. That's my autosave, the little spiral. So it's weird that it's autosaving, but it's not actually saving my position. It's just like, and there's no reason to really save that because it doesn't make sense. Like the only reason it should save there is if I'm actually about to do something. And I guess, well, no, because I was gonna say maybe if I died while I was putting the cards in, it would have loaded up there. But I highly doubt that's the case because I feel like completing the card section and then saving right before you're about to do the boss makes way more sense to me than saving before the card thing. But obviously, it's doing neither. So I don't understand what's being saved in the background. Like, it'll save, but then that's that would have actually destroyed me. I don't know about that. Whoa, she's like right in front of me. You can't actually hit her though. I guess that's the point. Intangible. Freaking lost her. Whoa, there she is. Thank goodness for steel. Save her from laser beams. Okay. Feel a lot better about this one. As long as I don't, yeah, as long as I don't act like an idiot, I'm good. Okay, feeling good.
This looks like a nail, only
Smaller. It's a toenail.
a document. Is this in some kind of code? Can't read a word of it. I should take this back to Emily and tell her I got into Ash's secret lab.
Cool. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, come on. That was... Come on. That's what I was trying to do. Like, blast through the glass, look all cool. So sweet. This entrance. Cool. Save this. Well, okay. I was hoping for like some cardboard little poofs of paper cutout deals, but that oh, that's cool. Haha. All right, no, that's not cool. It's one elevator. That wasn't special. I'm just high. I thought that was a different segment that I'd never been to, which doesn't even make sense. I chose the floor of the elevator. Shame, shame, shame. Crossroads. So after this, we're gonna find that freaking cat, the cat puzzle, because that was super cool, and I've seen some pictures from it, and I didn't think of it the whole time we were playing through. It didn't occur to me like to think back to the trailer, and be like, oh, this is I got look so depressed. It's like, huh, what have I done? I shit my pants in the sand. Sad. Alright. See what we got.
I found Ash's secret lab.
Excellent. Please tell me everything. Spare no details.
Well, there was another cave. The walls were covered in paintings of eyeballs. The research seemed dedicated to studying a kinda smaller version of the nail. It looked like the same material as the one up here, but just a different shape.
Well, are you sure you didn't see any functioning prototypes? Or at least some schematics? I mean, Dr. Ash was a very accomplished engineer.
None.
She was like, please
Sorry.
give me something.
I did find this handwritten note. Wow.
I don't know why, but for some reason.
Terrible handwriting.
It,
Never meet your heroes, right?
um,
It looks like a transcribed conversation between Ash and someone named F. Ooh.
man,
Oh, this is juicy.
that just threw me off.
Days to parse out. Maybe weeks.
Okay,
Have you ever thought about taking a vacation, Emily?
Are you kidding? This is my vacation, Jesse.
second in command. I knew she was gonna say something cool. I was like, I know she's about to say something I like.
If you're not going to listen to me, then you better go figure out how to stop this.
Second in command.
There's no telling what could happen if the vibrations escalate.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna keep
What?
looking around.
I guess that
I
was.
wish I could go with
okay.
you, but I still need 30 hours of training before I can do field.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why I had the like special icon over her head. Okay, actually, let's do this really quick. So, with this transit access. So with this new segment with the cat posters, it's interesting to have that where it's like, oh man, I miss, depending on how big this segment is, I guess. It's interesting how much content actually is in this DLC that like it feels legit. Like I've never really touched on it too much. Crap, I turned myself around. Nope, wrong button. Wrong freaking button. But I never really noted on the meat, I guess. Oh. Oh, okay. I just thought something was gonna happen. That's on me. No, that's not. Oh, I see it. Oh, whoopsie. Okay. I didn't realize it was actually on the map. I'm in the wrong section. That little segment that's off by itself in the bottom right, that one little thing, should open up into a new chunk of map. Actually, this might as well. But, I forgot I could do that. So I saw a video where this is the editing thing. And I was like, huh, I didn't realize, that was like that. Oh, what? Oh, it has to be. Oh, I guess that's not it. This is not where the puzzle is. Or maybe it's this one. Oh, man. Okay. I need to figure out where I'm going then, because I thought for sure that was like a secret door, and that was the point of that. So if that is not the case... Oh, never mind. Kitty cat's right over here. How in the world did I not... Well, you know I gotta get a picture of this, so, you know. Like everybody and their mother, I'm sure has a picture of this, but, you know. Quick picture. Got a little picture of the cat. I don't interact with the cat. Do we shoot the cat? Ooh, that's weird. Nope, there we go. That was weird. That was super weird. Oops. I don't know why I felt bad. Okay. Do I just go through the door? I don't know why I like that. The fact she like kind of stumbled was funny. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Right, touch its back. Shoot in the back. So violent. I wonder if it still has a hole in the front. It does. I thought it might have reset. I don't know. What in the... What is happening? I feel like I'm about to have to look this thing up. Because I was all excited and stuff. I'm like, oh man. It's a puzzle. Okay. Don't think I can make it that high. Huh. Okay. So maybe the puzzle... Nope. Maybe the puzzle is specifically... Ooh, that was close. I feel like I'm about to screw this up by doing this, but... Ooh, kidoki. Very close. So, maybe... somehow... the whole puzzle takes place in here. But that doesn't seem to be the case, because I can't get any higher. Interesting. That's too bad, too, because that would have been super cool. Like, if this was actually breakable, and then you could actually just go, and then it opens up, like, an entirely new segment. But I don't believe that's the case. Huh. What in the world am I supposed to freaking do with that cat? Alright, so I'm going to take a second just to look to see how we get things going. And then, it'll be hilarious if all I had to do is shoot a little more. So I'm going to double check. I like that I can see the destruction I've caused over there, but you can't see the cat yet. That's funny. So we will... I'm sure this won't work, but... Okay. Just had to see for a second. So, I'm going to look this up, because I'm dumb. That's really it, so we'll be right back. So, I just looked that up. There's like 12 cats. You're supposed to find a bunch of different cats, and then bring them all here. So, instead of doing that now, since I like basically just, well, we're halfway through, instead of doing all of that and then finishing this episode, we're gonna go back to the ultimate challenge, and I hate to do this to myself, but I'm gonna take down that freaking thing. Camera. I was about to say movie theater, and I'm like, it's in the ballpark, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm gonna get that projector. I need to go over here. It must be done, because I gotta do some crazy stuff. And then you get to do that. Well, that certainly, I feel like that certainly answers that question as to whether or not where I needed to actually come back here anyway. This is one of the other spots that I realized I needed to go because of this bad boy. Whoops! Forgot I gotta have that, but that's okay. And just grab this. And get out of here, everybody, and probably use that. Well, not what I meant to do anyway. Thank goodness the big guy isn't here again. I can't even see, it's so smoky up here. Gee, oh, ooh, nice. Much prettier. Come on, come on, you know what I'm trying to. Alright. I think that was me. I just dodged thinking of Resident Evil. I'm like, I'm gonna do a perfect dodge. Oh boy, I'm stuck in my last game. Okay, that did work like I wanted it to. My goodness, what is up with this place? What is happening? Like, why is there this giant, unbelievable battle? Oh, actually. No! No. Oh, I guess that's just smoke. I thought for sure that was, like, I thought I was seeing space in between. Those are just, like, reflections. That kind of looks like a broken, like a wall that you can break. Okay. Incorrectamundo. But yeah, the fact that there's all these cats and stuff just about proves that this DLC has some meat to it. Granted, it's just a big puzzle, so it's not the same as like an entirely new segment. Because if I've seen pictures like I mentioned before, I'm trying to see if there's a thing there. I really should have just warped. Like, I should have just gone up the doors because I knew my way back. And now I'm like in this segment that I haven't been to in forever. Interesting. Cool. That looks very cool. I'm going to do another picture here. But I'm going to actually talk through this one. So there's a ton that you actually have to go through. I should just remove her actually. Boop. I just want a picture. The monolith. Wish I could get that smoke out of there. If I could like cut this smoke, it looks like the entire left half is just like these weird reflection blocks. If I could get rid of just all of that and it's just like flat, so it's just the beam in the middle, that would be great. That would require some insane editing that I'm not willing to do for these pictures. But I do believe that could be done. I don't know why it's doing that in general. Whoa! It was freezing up. I'm like, oh crap, oh crap. Sorry, too hard. So we'll have to see what happens with the cats, because I gotta go all over the place to actually do it. It's like legitimately a big like puzzle. Like I wouldn't have known to do like some of the stuff they showed in general. It's one of those like old school video game secrets. Like you can't just like the company has to put that stuff out, because there was one I saw where you have to put some cubes together. I'm like, I wouldn't have thought to grab a bunch of random blocks that are spread out in this big segment and then put them together to, you know, basically activate a cat. It's like that was the wrong one, I think. But it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's insane. Like it would just be so weird and random to do it. Although these days we have so many people playing games that you can have someone come in. Actually, I think this might be okay. This should be right. Like, we have so many people playing video games now. It's like, sure. Actually, that's not good. Oh, okay. Kind of scared me there. You know what? It might even be faster instead of doing the low screen, and just to make it at least an entertaining journey, because I assume we're gonna get attacked. and I assumed wrong. Okay. So there's also a cat here if I do some specific stuff. Forgot that is not where the stairs are. Although, nope, it has to be done that way. Crazy. So this is a screw up that I had, actually. This is on me. So, yeah, so this is one of the things. Oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't have. Whoops, shouldn't have done that. So apparently, way back during that other toilet segment, where I was like, oh, look at that, there's like toilets, you know, they were just randomly off to the side. And I was like, I don't know what you do with this gold block. You're supposed to throw that gold block into one of the stalls and it'll vanish automatically. And then when you find the restroom that we just left, you do that, and then you fly around, put it into the other box, and it'll take you, or it'll unlock one of the other cats. Like that's one of the unlocks for the cats, is to throw the orb into the toilet stall, and then the orb is there, and then you grab it, and then you float around, and that's an activation for a cat. I'm so lost, but I think this is it. Yes. So, yeah, that's one of those weird things. Like I wouldn't have thought to do that. I mean, that's an easy one. So that was kind of on me. Instead of throwing it, I figured it was for a secret. I think I did mention that. I was like, I know this has to be for some sort of secret, but I couldn't figure out what. And that was only like the first half of the secret, which is really crazy. It's such a crazy. It's cool. I mean, that's the point of making those really cool random. It's not much of a puzzle. That's what I just thought it was. It might be a puzzle when we get in. It might be something specific you have to do. But, you know, just those crazy random Easter eggs, that stuff is really cool. Like, I love that sort of stuff. Like, I think it was, sorry, I'm just looking straight down and not talking to you guys. I just realized I didn't have my phone on because I had to switch to look up the hints on YouTube, so it took me off of my phone operation stuff. Okay. But, it's cool to have those sorts of Easter eggs, like Batman. That's what I was thinking. Batman Arkham City, I believe, had the Easter egg. Well, no, the first Batman had the Easter egg for Batman Arkham City, and the developers had. It was either the developers or I think someone randomly found it, and then they put that video out, and it was like that was the secret that wasn't discovered for wrong button. Sorry about that. It wasn't discovered for years. You know, like, so it's cool to have those sorts of Easter eggs. Okay, here we go. Okay. So with all that stuff in the game, the crazy cat stuff, this freaking thing, I like the DLC. I don't know if I really gave it much of a review or anything, but I really do enjoy it. I thought it was cool. I mean, heck, we found like that weird TV. Ooh, I meant to jump. Ooh, it's been a minute. Gotta get myself back in the game. Jump in circle, easy peasy. Bam, right across, no big deal. Hop right back on over. All right, do it again, cause I got the skill. And I think I have to jump off of this one. Oh no, it's just the first split. See what happens with this smaller blast radius. Oh man, oh my goodness. You're too close, way too close. Ooh. I'm super high. Whoa, snap. The crap out of me. That was very psychedelic. I felt like I killed so many of them so close, like the little crazy plume was just like, whoa. Wow. I do like this one though. I don't like this, but I forgot. But other than this, I really like this DLC. It sucks that we lost another character, and it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next DLC, especially for... Oh, I'm like, what? They definitely almost got me killed because I was shooting and it was freezing there. Or the game, I guess, almost got me killed. There we are. So, it'll be interesting to see where they go with the next DLC and if they're gonna make a Control 2. Because I don't know, it would just be interesting to see how that could even work if they did a second Control. Because this is obviously the next actual segment. Like, this isn't like random, boss battle, boss run DLC type stuff. This is like legitimate. Like, if you like the game, you kind of have to get that because it's an actual part of this. Dang, it wouldn't work. I had an idea and then I realized it wouldn't matter. If I seize control with him, it was like 2 extra hits came in. Great. Alright. Okay. Oh, there we are. Alright. Because if I remember right, those are the last ones before the boss. Yeah, so that sucks. We're about to get the super sexy saxophone. What? Where the F is my super sexy saxophone? Did I miss it already? Did that happen and I was too high? Oh, wait a minute. Woo, yeah. There's my music. Did I get here faster? Did I get here faster? I just figured out the strategy. I didn't realize this for any of them, ever. But all you have to do is wait until they're about to grab something. And I'm already about to die. Don't be a pipe. This is crazy. Okay. Sorry, I'm like having a weird epiphany right now. It's freaking me out a little bit. Cause I'm realizing this key that I imagine has to have been in the game this entire time. You just wait till they grab stuff? My eye is like burning, but I beat it. I guess this is appropriate because this win was so good. It was hours of being super high and transit. Whoa, hold up. Whoa, there better not be. That's that third act. This better be over. This better be over. Now this is really appropriate because if this isn't over, I'm gonna really cry. Oh my goodness, what happened? I just like started burning. Was that some like, I must have sweat out some of them Buffalo Wild Wings. I got Buffalo Wild Wings today because I was depressed. But, oh my goodness, like, my throat tastes different.
We're back?
That's
What really just happened?
Trust me.
I felt like a dream.
No, that was a nightmare.
Maybe a bad movie.
That was a nightmare. That's what that freaking was. And that was it. Oh, okay, well, I got 3 ability points, so I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Oh, what's this? Let's see what this is. I'm proud of myself. So proud of me. Oh, my nose is super stuffed. Ah, complete all missions in the Foundation. Ultra rare. One of these has to be the thingy. Well, complete all missions, I guess. I guess that's more of a specialty thing. So yeah, I think this hidden trophy must be the cats. Holy crap, my eyes watering up. It just really messed me up. Cause my nose is like super stuffy now. Oh my goodness. And I think I mentioned this maybe in one of the episodes, but if I haven't, the weird effect that I have when I get high, my nose gets stuffy like every time. This is normally not like this, where like my eyes tear up and sting, and then so because whenever my eyes sting, my nose also gets stuffy. So this is more the I just feel happy to be able to do this. Like it's over. It's finally over. I'm so glad I was able to do that. And it seems so easy. That's how it is with games, isn't it? You do something a trillion effing times, it's just destroying you as an entire being. You're being crushed by this one task. You come back like 4 days later, first try, it's over. It's like, what in the world? Speaking of what in the world, since this will probably be happening now, how in the world? So I just saw that I'm probably now currently using my camera audio only, because my freaking thing, which I know I put this in the beginning now, but now I'm mad, so I'm going to talk about it. Audacity freezing up, just for literally no reason. Everything else, hopefully, is fine. Yep, my capturing is good. Audio is just frozen. Okay. Because I'm sure I can't save this. Because I tried it before. I actually got rid of the whole application, re-downloaded the newest version, which was just put out like April something. And I was like, okay, everything seems fine. And now, it ain't. And if I hit stop. Okay, well, I got something. So I guess I'm going to save this. So I guess technically it's just this portion. So I don't know. Now, who knows? I don't even know. Now I'm angry. I'm pissed off. All right. I gotta do all my stuff that I normally do in between episodes. In the episode, now you have to see it. You must see the suffering of this high stuffy man. Yes, control. Con is reserved. Okay, let me try again. Control. Okay, that worked. Control worked. Ah, man. Like, why can't it be normal? Why can't it be simple? Okay, so Audacity is currently back up. I would probably have to keep an eye on it, I guess. Cool. I love that. Things randomly not working. Audacity of all things. Like, it didn't even make sense. I tested it before. It was running fine. Seeing all my little marks, all my audio waves. Don't understand it. The simple part, too. The simple part is the audio. Which is why I hope I have that thing plugged in. It should be plugged in. But the stuff like this is why I keep my microphone on for my camera. For these emergency situations. Whoa, that actually scared me. Like, the hum in the distance was really... That really messed with my head. Wow, they destroyed me. Okay. I took a long pause. I had too much time just having to aim in the air. I didn't have to. I went instantly. I slowed down again. I slowed down. Okay. So that's all right. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go through. If they fight me again, which I'm assuming they will, we're gonna go through. I'm gonna destroy them, and then we'll end it, and I'll get all the cats. on my own, and then it will just come right back. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh, wait. I remember now. Got it. I'm gonna get the cats, and then we'll come back. I'll just make it the end of this episode, or I'll just make this one full episode, because honestly, I did not expect to beat that thing. That freaking, I couldn't believe I did it. I thought we were gonna go through a little weird path with the cats, and then I was gonna have to do that on my own. I did not, like, I feel really good about that. That I basically needed that, considering the day I've had. But I'm happy I did that. So, instead of doing a bunch of episodes, this will actually be the last one, I believe, because I'm pretty sure I got it said I did all the missions, so blah 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 blah. Everything should be done but the cats, so we should be good. And then I have officially beaten it, which means I get to move on to a new game, and I think I'm gonna do totally accurate battle simulator. Yes, I downloaded that on my Steam Epic launcher. They did a cool thing during the time. What time was that? There was a time I'm thinking of. It's a Christmas. They did this thing for Christmas where they did it was a new game every single day. I got like 12 free games from that, and it was actually pretty sweet. Like, I got Ape Out, which I actually wanted on Steam, so I got that. Where am I going? There's, Astral. Let's go Astral, because there's some stuff I need to do here. Oh, that weird hum. But I got a bunch of free games. Yeah, I got a bunch of free games. I got like 12 free games off of that. So I got a bunch of cool stuff from them. So despite the weirdness that comes with the Epic launcher, that was sick because I got 12 freaking free games. But I'm just gonna be right back. And we're back. I'm not gonna say that took like maybe 2 hours. I honestly don't know. But here we are with the cats. I found them all. And you saw all the pictures. Which... Oh, it was actually a black cat. Okay. That one in the shadow, I think, actually was a black cat. Look at all of my kitties. Wow, this thing has 1 trillion doors. Holy crap. Of course, gotta get a picture here. Thought it was cool to have all the pictures. I was going through, I was like, oh, I'm not actually recording this segment. I might as well just get pictures with all the different cats. Because that's what you do. I got a pretty cool, like, angelic one too. That was actually kind of awesome. With Jessie, like, floating down from the sky, pretty much. Wow. That's been happening a lot too. Like, man, wow, it's still going, huh? Like, every time you go into the menu or something, a bunch of pausing. Whoa. One of us. I'm assuming this is the Yield Hidden Trophy. Yep, gather all the Maneki Echoes. Not mistaken. Are those cat ears? Awesome. Well, hold on. Gotta get her with her arm down as they praise her. This is awesome. I'd seen the picture, the cat picture, that was hilarious. That's cool. The shrine of the kittens. The House of Cat Ears. You have to keep these, right? I hope I get to keep these cat ears, because that thing just showed up again. And I don't like that. I want to keep these cat ears. It's like the bows in Nier Automata. Ever since I got those, like, as soon as I unlocked them, I was like, nope, you guys are wearing these forever. the bow stayed on permanently. I got nothing here. It's weird that it's been doing that all night. Oh no, I do get to keep them. Yeah, no, these are staying on. These are definitely staying. Is that a ball of yarn? Is this a ball of yarn? It's not a ball of yarn, but I think that's supposed to be what it implies. Yeah, it's a ball of yarn and the food in the cat box and stuff. That worked. That was oddly. It was weird that that worked so well, right? Weird. Because I wasn't expecting that to be like the perfect landing. And she went like right in. It's a silly video game cat picture. It's basically prime internet. So it's fine. Keeping the cat ears. Thanks, fellas. And felines. These are awesome. Ooh, scared the crap out of me. I don't know why that's so funny to me, just being able to see it from such a distance, and it's like this giant, cute cat photo. It's like the inspiration, the one cat that is all that we are today, the littlest Bittens. That's so weird. It would be even weirder if it started to make sense, like they made an actual story around it. Sadly, I don't think that's the case. I don't know if they're going to go that far with it. But that would be super cool. It would also be super cool if you could break these off, because I definitely thought that's what I was supposed to do. It's kind of weird that that's just now closing, too. That's almost creepy. Oh. Hold on. Oh, that wasn't as dramatic as I wanted it to be. Oh. Ow! And I still didn't make it through. That's fine. That's fine. Also, yeah, I just did that. So, yeah, I did that before I started filming. I realized, like, I went through, and I noticed, I was like, hold on a second. And then I put the battery in, and I was like, that whole time, every time I've come through, I've just, like, blown through the window. And I don't think I even noticed that that was on top of the door, that you could actually put a battery there and go through. Because I thought that was the point of the guy bursting through, was that there wasn't a battery. So that was the thing in my head the whole time. I thought it was just there. And then I walked through and I'm like, there's a battery here. But I must have missed it when we came through all those other times. But I thought that was super weird. I was like, huh. Weird that I'd miss this big glowing box in the middle of a not so, big room. Pretty simple colors. Nothing's glowing over here except everything that way. And the orange box, when it's by itself, it's orange. So it's very particular. Huh. Cameras actually follow you. Interesting. Cool. I like that. But I guess that's everything. That is everything there is about Control Foundation. I cannot wait for this AWE expansion pack. I just can't wait for that to happen because it's going to be freaking amazing. So I'm looking forward to that. I know they're going to be tying it into Alan Wake. It's just going to be awesome. So I'm very excited for that. I would love to see what happens at the end of this AWE expansion, mostly for the future of the universe. Like, is Control the end of, this weird Alan Wake universe that they started? So that'll be really interesting because I'm still in the same camp of a lot of people who are a small but fearsome minority of people who are elderly obsessed with Alan Wake. So I still want Alan Wake too, but I know this Alan Wake thing is gonna, it's gonna involve Alan Wake. I know it's AWE, but I think that could also be the Alan Wake experience or Alan Wake expansion. That makes more sense. The experience makes it ultra dramatic, but the Alan Wake expansion. So we'll see. Because I might have to do a reaction to that trailer just because of what I expect it to be. So that trailer drops. I don't know, because I love me some Alan Wake. And I know they're going to tie it in. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. But other than that, it is late. This took a really long time. I thought I would be going through, getting some stuff done. Weird freaking Audacity issues, taking forever. Didn't know I had to go through a whole situation. I just thought it was like a secret segment. Didn't know I had to do these crazy, insane magic rules and to summon all these freaking cats. Things were not what I thought they were going to be tonight. So, I'm going to end this episode. I'm going to check out this jukebox thing. I might play a little bit there. I'm not going to bother recording that because it's really like the horde mode. It's the battle mode of the game, which is fun, actually. But I might check that out for a quick minute, and I'm probably going to go to sleep. Oh, it's only 12:18. Maybe I pick up my next game. Maybe start some tabs tonight. I gotta set up my OBS stuff. I just downloaded the new version of OBS. I haven't had it in so long. It looks so high tech. I still had it back when it was like just the gray screen with the white boxes, and now it's got like the audio is automatically in there on the wavelength and the stuff. And I was like, oh my goodness, OBS is upgraded. It's been a minute since I've really recorded anything on my PC. So that'll be the end of Control. Have my fun. I think I'm gonna. What goes best with this? I mean, maybe shadow regular hair. I don't know. Definitely doesn't go with that. Although I will say, that does make me think of Beerus. Like something. It seemed like for whatever reason the ears just looked a little different, and it was just like, huh. Hold on a second. But for some reason that made me think of Beerus. What is Beerus? No, Beerus is bald. For some reason, I'm getting like, even the face, and he doesn't have hair, so it doesn't make any sense. But either way, that made me think of Beerus for a second. That's Dragon Ball Z, if somehow you're watching this and not that already. Well, I shouldn't say Dragon Ball Z, sorry. It's Dragon Ball Super. I don't know, it fits. It's just so sleek, and just, boom, cat ears on top. It just makes sense. It just fits. It's just good. It's just right. That's how it's meant to be. That's how it's meant to be. I feel like I get true 60 frames per second, like right here, right in this little circle. Super smooth. But okay. Oh, okay, we've heard this. I've heard that a million times. Shut up.
Why weren't we consulted?
Shut up. Second in command. Second in command. We're talking crap about my number 2. But anyway, gonna end this episode, gonna end the series. Well, I'll be back when that Alan Wake one comes out. I'm gonna be high as a kite and loving Alan Wake. So looking forward to that for sure. But
how deep did the hiss get?
oh, okay, cool. I was expecting at least one more sentence, just something extra there. But Alan Wake, definitely looking forward to that.
To stop the hiss, right? Sounds like she can really handle things.
That's new.
I'll be here waiting for you when you wake up, brother. If you wake up.
Interesting. I'm very glad I did that. This is new. He has facial hair. His hair's grown out because he was shaven. So this is like months later. I don't think I realized that it was that much later. Interesting. They kind of just skip time ahead. That's cool though. I didn't realize that they were kind of doing a passage of time thing. So he's completely unconscious. Oh, that's really cool. That's cool. I like that. I wasn't expecting that. Totally didn't even think about it, honestly.
When do you think Marshall's coming back? It's not like her to be absent during a crisis.
Marshall's is
This
fine.
isn't.
You don't need to worry about her.
I hope you're right.
Ooh. She did. The way the camera like zoomed in, I thought it actually triggered something. I was like, do I talk to him? Do I answer this question? They're not
Bye,
gonna.
Jesse.
They aren't gonna talk about that. Okay. All right.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
All right.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Please,
Okay.
Emily.
Okay. That was super weird to me, personally. It freaked me out a little bit. Like, oh, all right. She's just there. Not supposed to be. She's in a different part. Thought they were going to talk about that. Where is this effing room with this jukebox? Oh my goodness. I am lost. There's 2 floors. I am so high.
Closes the Hiss dimension, and she expects a pat on the back. We're still in lockdown, for Christ's sake.
What is he talking? Okay, so I thought. Silence. Where am I going? Alright, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is embarrassing. This episode is... I don't know how long this episode is. I don't know when the audio cut out before. I forgot about this sticky note room. That caught me off guard. That was weird. Like, it felt like all the music and everything stopped. Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, you know what? This will be the victory lap. Okay, so looking down. Stop whining. Bam. Oh, yes. It was this weird section that I never freaking go to. Alright. Victory for me. We're going to end this series out here. I would come back for this, but because it's literally just combat, like, there's not even anything for me to talk about. It's just the combat thing. But when the Alan Wake, it's the AWE expansion, when that bad boy comes out, I'll definitely be back. But thank you guys for joining me on the channel. If you guys have suggestions, definitely let me know. I have a bunch. I was talking about Epic a while ago. I think that had to be tonight. This is the only video. But I downloaded a bunch of free games there. So definitely let me know. I might have some stuff. I mentioned Tabs. Gotta check that out. I've been wanting to play Shadow Complex for 1,000,000 years. So I might do that just because that's been one of those games where I've always wanted to play that game. And then I finally got it for free, remastered. Actually, it's the second time I got it remastered. Because the first time I had it because they were giving it away at some random point, and then that laptop crashed. And so I couldn't get like the file to transfer correctly to where I just had all the files from the game. And I thought I lost it forever. And then the Epic Store comes out way after that. And then one day it's just like, bam, here you go. Shadow Complex remastered for free. I was like, the dream lives on. Dream lives on. But that'll be it for Control. Thank you guys for checking this out. Any suggestions, all that stuff, put in the comment section below. Thank you. Yeah, it felt like there was something else supposed to be happening, but it's not. Thanks.
You hungry? I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. You hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry. Like I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Like I'm Shaggy. Man, I'm hungry. Man, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Yeah, man. You hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry.